Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex Commander back in today with a brand new video, and as always, in title will be the topic we're talking about today, which is basically a little review on Absolute Duo. So this is an anime I picked up a while back, and I watched the first episode subbed. I really want to see it dubbed. I was hoping to see, I'd see it dubbed. This is before I even did YouTube. So I really want to dive into the first episode. So basically, it's about these kids that go to school. So same theme as any other harem. Nothing too special there. But they have these things called blazes, and blazes have always been known to not be able to technically hurt people, physically cut and stuff like that. But they harm the soul, I guess you could say, which isn't as dangerous in this world, in this case. So they end up getting to the school, and what we think is going to be the two main characters, possibly maybe one girl being the third, because we obviously know the girl with the white hair is on the cover, so we know she's going to be the main character too. Now, she has to get separated from the whole entire story and plot until like episode 7 when they meet her again. But so they have to face each other, and the person to your right is your duo for, well, the next 10 minutes. And whoever wins the fight gets to stay and go to the school. If they tie, draw, whatever, they both don't get to go, So she ends up losing. They end up having to face each other, even though they try to beg and fight someone else. Now, episode 2. We kind of see and meet the other characters, and we have a lot of characters that are kind of, well, your typical characters you'd think, your typical personality characters. And the farther we go along, we see the teacher in episode 3. And I really love what the teacher, was kind of portrayed to be in episode 3. She's just kind of crazy. And the comedy in this series is, funny. It does very well at its job. And I really want to go out on a limb and say it's definitely not like any other comedy in other harem series. It's really not. It's well done. I mean, you'll have the teacher saying, "Hey, you with the big boobs, answer this question." It's just kind of what? What's she gonna say? Oh, and then they're all kind of laughing at her, what? Oh, and she's like, "Well, what's wrong?" And she's just kind of like, "Well, we never thought our teacher would have fucking bunny ears on," basically. And it's kind of like, okay, what the hell? And the teacher actually turns out being just kind of crazy, mad. She's psychotic. Did I have something in my hair? What the hell was that? But back on topic. So she's just kind of crazy, and she actually goes out on a limb to try to kill her students. She's live or die. Are you something special or not? And that, as we farther get along in the story, it kind of makes sense because the headmistress of the school kind of basically says push them to the limit. Push these certain students to the limit. I want to see how good they are. I want to see if they're the real deal, especially our main lead. And I can't remember exactly his name, but you guys know what I'm talking about if you see the show. You watch the series. Our main lead. And it goes on, and around episode 7, we actually get to see the repercussion of what happened to the students that didn't make the cut in the very first episode, and they got to go to a secondary school that's actually on an island. It's isolated. Talk about being isolated. This is definitely isolated. It's a very tropical island. We get to meet our main character again, and I really want to dive into our typical shy girl character, which is probably my second favorite. Yeah, second favorite character in this anime. Maybe first, I don't know, but probably second. Now, she's a typical shy girl. She doesn't really talk too much at the beginning. She's shy as hell. It's kind of okay, so there's our typical shy girl. There's nothing special about her. She's kind of whatever. But she really does grow and muster up the courage to talk more to the people she's around, even confessing her love to our main character. And that's something we never, ever see. I can't think of an anime on the top of my head where the shy girl goes out on a limb like her and actually gets such good character development to the point where she's not necessarily shy. I guess you could say she somewhat is, but she's not really that shy. Now, in closing, this anime is overall good. The comedy, it's good. I laughed so many times, especially with the white female character, white-haired female character. She's not from there. She's foreign, and a lot of the things they scripted were done very well. Actually, I really did like the dialogue that they had and the comedy routines for her. And more importantly, though, I really want you guys to know if you made it this far in the video, I thank you for one, and two. This show was actually really mature. There's every once in a while there are scenes where it's kind of okay, I could predict this was gonna happen, but later on it gets cleared up. Maybe 5-10 minutes later on the episode, it's cleared up in a very mature way. Actually, I mean, even the foreign girl, like she doesn't understand a lot of sexual terms and stuff like that. She will once she kind of says, "Well, we've been sleeping together," and they're kind of like, "Oh, they've been like intercourse," because they end up being duo partners. And she's kind of like, I'll clear that up, and she ended up clearing it up with Tomoe, and it's well done, really mature. Tomoe just apologizes. She says, "I'm sorry for the misunderstanding," yada yada yada. And I just thought this anime was actually more mature than a lot of other series. And well, not I didn't think it is. It is. It has some of those funny kind of like moments, kind of like, oh, here we go, typical girl. That's like, oh, they're actually doing it in a mature way. Now I'm not saying mature on like a Re:Zero level. Like that's just that's really mature. Like that's so like true and how things should be done in real life. Like it's more mature than we us viewers are watching. Even it's more mature than society itself. But it's things that do happen every now and again. It's the way things really should be done. But that's for another video. Like I'm getting really into Re:Zero right now. Gosh damn it. But Taipei Nagatsuki, you the man. But in closing, guys, should you watch Absolute Duo? Well, I will say this. It is one of those typical harem series that kind of like forgets the main plot. And, well, our main character keeps having flashbacks like every night. And he sees like someone that kind of looks like he could be his older brother and or someone else who who knows, but ends up killing his sister, I guess. And that the shy girl actually confesses her feelings for him, actually gets turned down because he says he's weak, and then he remembers his sister that got killed by that one guy, and they kind of look alike. So it's kind of like, are we ever gonna see the true plot? Because the plot that's going on in this anime series season 1 isn't really the real plot. It's not the real plot. Like it's not the main plot. Like it's the main plot line, but it's not the ultimate goal, the be all end all goal. So would I recommend it to you? Well, of course I would recommend it to you because it is very entertaining. Once again, with the comedy, the maturity, and kind of pooping on character development, non-character development characters that we see in other harem series, I would say watch it. But season 2, I don't know. I mean, Trinity 7 didn't even get a season 2, at least yet, and I'm pretty sure it Cells and whatnot did stupid good. So, but I mean, Gakusen Toshi Hysteric got a season 2, and it didn't have to do anything phenomenal for sales, but I'm rambling. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Hex25. And as always, you have been Hexed. Be sure to check out my Patreon down below in the link if you feel like donating and or supporting and seeing the rewards you get for doing so. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.